Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the newly released Zacian. And yeah, you see I think I did like 7 remote rides. I raided this thing for an hour. Right now for me, it is past 3 a.m. I am very tired, so sorry. But I kind of want to get it out, of course, immediately, so you don't have to waste your starters. The best thing I've got here, sadly, is a 15, 10, 14, which I powered up. And let's see how this thing goes, and I can spoiler you already. I think you should invest in this. I think you should get this out of there. This thing is really, really good in the current meta in general. This thing has nearly no hard counter. The best thing that you can basically have against this thing is a Ho-Oh, because Ho-Oh resists all the moves. But then as well, you could run this with a Wild Charge. Wild Charge being able to hit Ho-Oh and Kyogre a bit better. But you can, in my opinion, play rough. Close Command is a bit better set, because if you run the Wild Charge instead of the play rough, which you usually want to do, then you're getting hard countered by Giratina. So I don't know. Wild Charge is still a play though, like Wild Charge can still work, just saying there. The moveset in general is really interesting on this thing. Just being a pure fairy type in this current meta, having access to a good quick move, having access to 2 good coverage charge moves, and having decent stat product, just saying, like, this thing was amazing. The problem just here was, I think, the team. I tried to go like fancy and not using any other legendary, so this thing can shine like crazy, but yeah, you just see that, like, if I played most likely with Dialga, things around that were like a bit more common, but better. Like, I think I would have had a better time. Like, Dragonite basically died out of the meta, with good reason, as they're like a lot more steel types right now running around, but this is a little bit more affordable. But yeah, like, I'm just honest. Usually I say if something is bad or something you should not invest in. I think this thing is amazing. I think you should invest in this. Zacian really performed well, like, even though the team didn't perform as well as I wanted it to be. Zacian in general was like really, really good, and it doesn't even have like the best IVs. IVs don't matter that much. I just powered this thing up because I wanted to get this video out. Of course, it's one of the first, so you can already see how good this actually is in the games. And yeah, you just see, like, it has a decent amount of bulk. It has the right coverage. It does a lot of damage. Like, this thing is really, really strong in general, and resisting so many moves in this meta. The problem is always like that you have to debuff yourself with most of the moves, which is like but at least we get a shield here, and in general we can still survive a rock slide at this point of time. But yeah, this thing is just amazing. But by the way, like, if you watch this right now, like, what time is it for you right now? Like, also 3 a.m. Are you also watching this video at a really weird time? Am I commentating it? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section, as we face a Groudon here, which is horrible. It's like, I think I had like so many games where I just like completely got hard counted from the first moment of. I think if I would used the Metagross in the lead, I would have won way more games at this point. But you always never know, like, how would you know, like, that you face like every Dialga in the lead right now and not in the back. Like, I just can't, like, you cannot predict something like this. Here we barely just miss out of getting to the move, which is annoying, as this Ironhead got KOs, but good game to my opponent there. Just something that happens. As we finally have a good lead. I think that was the only lead I won in the whole entire games I played with this team. I only played, I think, like 12 or 13, because, as I said, it's 3 a.m. I am tired. I'm just tired. I raided that thing for 1 hour straight, and yeah. At least we have the option right now with the remote passes to get there. I'm not gonna get that thing to level 50. I can say that already. I'm not gonna pay money for that, but I'm still gonna try to maybe get a better one. But if not, it's also fine. This thing is definitely really, really cool to use. I can recommend it to you. We can snarl here a bit, and yeah, this thing in general, it is just amazing. And it was definitely worth it for me to build this thing. I had like so many rare candies anyway, which is nice that I kind of get rid of this with the new recent event anyway, as the event isn't even out for me, of course. Like, for me, it's, for everybody, it starts at 10 a.m. and not at 3. So I'm still gonna try to get content out of the way with the Credent and the, what's it called? This fighting thing, Fallings. I kind of want to showcase those. Wooly sadly has like the worst moveset which you could have imagined, but I think that was kind of clear from the beginning, because I don't think there was any other quick type move which it had from like which is already in the game, which it had in the move pool. I don't think it had counter or anything in this, so like I saw predictions already before, and everybody expected takedown and plus tackle, and it was takedown plus tackle. So sadly, a really bad moveset. I don't know if there's actually any move that it could have had other than that. So yeah, maybe in the future we're gonna get an upgrade to this thing, as the stat product is definitely really nice, and the charge moves are also really nice as well. Also really interesting that we have a lot of Pokemon in the Generation 8 right now, which has only 2 charge moves. It's something that you usually not see, like the standard 3 charge moves. I don't know why they haven't changed that yet. For example, Greenland I think only has Crunch and Body Slam, so I don't know, like there are a lot of Pokemon that only have like 2 charge moves. I can't remember any like fully evolved Pokemon that has this as well from earlier generations. Like usually you have like Pokemon with 1 maybe, but then it's either like, it's most of the time like 3. 3 is like the minimum. Here we're actually going to be able to win a game finally again with our Metagross. I don't know, like on paper this team looked so good. I wouldn't really recommend it like after playing it, because it's just like we lost nearly every lead here. Togekiss lead, nice. Against Togekiss you would also lose with Zacian, but everybody basically swaps out anyway. And then we have a Steel type in the back. I think like having something maybe like Dialga in the lead would have been a bit better. Just in general, Dialga in the lead, maybe something else in the back. Something like Ko or anything like that. It would have been better. Would have been way better in general. It would have been actually a really good team. So if you want to have a different team that should also work, just use Dialga in the lead, use Ho in the back, and use Zacian as a say swap. I think that should work. Should it? Yeah, it should. It definitely should. It's a bit tricky against Mammoth sometimes and like Excadrill, but you can like, you have close combat on your say swap and you have like fire type moves on the Pokemon in the back. I think that would be also a good team. Like if you need another team, maybe go for the Dialga plus Ho with the Zacian as a say swap. I'm also most likely gonna do a video to Zamazenta as well when it comes out in a week, I think. But I think we don't get the Master League Classic, so I think I'm forced to use it in Ultra League, which is most likely not the preferred league. We're still gonna try it out, because like you know me, I'm gonna try out everything that's new. Just to get their fresh content out of there. I'm so happy that we finally have new Pokemon again. I always like to try those things out. It's, for me, I think the most enjoyable part of the game in general. Getting new Pokemon, trying those out, see how they perform in battle, making a video about that. And to look at my opponent, I don't know how he could have swapped out that there. Like, I have no idea how he did this. I thought it was a CMP time. Maybe it was just like, I don't know. Like please also don't, like, if I do mistakes in the battle, it's 3 a.m. for me right now. Like, I'm tired. It just happens if you're like completely tired. Just don't be mean to me, thanks. Oh, I don't mean to. But yeah, most likely I could have played a lot of games differently or better, which I don't see in the moment. But yeah, in general, I really enjoyed using this Pokemon though. Like, if you can do right to this thing, like, just at least try to get your daily passes done, because this thing is amazing. And if you get some XL candy already, you can also save that for the other form it has, which comes out in, I don't know, 3 years or something. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just tired. Here we have Ho. It's actually okay lead for us. I expect him to throw the Brave Bird immediately, so I'm just gonna go for my charge move at 15 turns, but he didn't, and he got an extra move in. Not the end of the world. Annoying still, but it's not the end. My opponent goes into a Dialga. I go into my Metagross, and I think that was a mistake. I don't know if it was really a mistake. Maybe I should shield this. I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake here. Just gonna go big boy play there. And what we have to do now is go into our Doggo. Doggo is a good Doggo. Doggo can survive this thing if it's double debuffed anyway. Opponent goes into the Flying Doggo for him. We can go for the close combat. We farm him down. He actually was at the move. I have no idea why he didn't throw, but I'm fine with that. My opponent goes to Giratina. We have our Dragonite stored and loaded here. We have to let this go. If it's Omni as a Wind, we're gonna survive that. It is Omni as a Wind. We're gonna be able to go for a charge move here. Gonna be able to get the Dragon Cloak off, and my opponent is Dialga in the back. Can we go for 2 close combats in time? We're gonna hit the first close combat here. Can we get to the next one in time? Oh, my opponent just gonna let this go. Because, you know, this game was over. Next opponent, Lugia. Lugia we actually won easily with our Zacian as well, as Dragon Tail is resisted and Snarl is super effective. Okay, I don't say it's easily, but I think we should win it. At least what I saw in the cog, so... yeah, we have Dialga against us right now. We can realign like our Pokemon perfectly now, as we kind of want to have the Metagross against Lugia and whatever is in the back against our Dragonite. So as we can go for the close combat here, we can go for 2 more and we're gonna be able to get there easily. So it's looking good for us. As yeah, we have to go there. We could have also farmed him down, but it wasn't really worth it, as most likely you're gonna put in something that kind of farm me down anyway. Which gonna be the Lugia again. We might get to a close combat. Yeah, we can get to a close combat. Gonna be able to do like 2 damage because it's double resisted and it's not stab, and I don't know. But it's better than nothing. Like, always take the damage with you. I expect him to have Kyogre in the back, I think, at this point. Or Groudon. I think Kyogre in the back. Actually, I expected that, so I was prepared. I didn't throw immediately. I went into my Dragon. My Dragon just doesn't care. My Dragon is just happy. Look at his happy face. We're just gonna go for some Dragon Tails. Gonna go for some Dragon Claws, and we are all happy right now. As Lugia comes back in, Lugia has some fun with his tails, but Lugia decides someday just to fly away and soar in the sky. Here we have an Excadrill in the lead, which is horrible. Excadrill is just the core breaker of this team. Which is, yeah, it's bad, but it's actually not too bad with what it seems weird now, but it's just not. As we have the Dragonite, and Dragonite does still a lot of damage. I think you can win on the 2 shields against the Excadrill with a Dragonite. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think so. So it's at least not the worst. You can get them low, so it's fine. It's definitely fine. My opponent goes into Giratina here right now. Giratina, always really commonly known for being Ghost type, which is always really good against a Psychic type. So we're gonna go for a Meteor Bash. And I thought my opponent didn't have a shield here anymore, but he had, and I just swap out and go for the Dragon Claw, and my opponent could farm me down. It's not looking good, and like, yeah, not the best. We just go into the Zacian, try to farm down, hope it's in Shadow Ball, it's an Omni as a Wind, and my opponent goes for another move. And it's an Omni as a Wind, my opponent goes for another move. And it's a Shadow Ball. And I tried to get it to 2 moves here, and I'm gonna throw the move here right now. I clicked on it, and my opponent went perfectly, sniped me there with a Rock Slide, and this is gonna be a good game. What a close match. I think if I got the close combat off there, I would have won this game. I think another close combat might have been able to KO the Giratina here. We have Metal against us. Metal, we're just gonna let him throw first, as we're gonna debuff us anyway. He throws another one, which is nice. And we can go for a close combat here. Also, I think the last game, most likely, my opponent goes into Giratina. We have the player for that. Best courage in the game. It's actually such a good courage. The only thing that really hurts us is poison typing, and how many legendary poison types do you know right now? I think I know one. Is there another one? I think I only know one, which is the Eternatus, which is a legendary Pokemon from Generation 8 as well, which didn't release with this patch, so yeah, nothing too scary. We can go for a shield against the Mundle, goes for superpower. He has a Yveltal in the back, and we're basically screwed here. What I have to do here is try to catch a move, but I also have to go for the Meteor Mash right now because, you know, kinda annoying. Yeah, you know. I know he's at 7 right now, he needs 8 for the second, so like I'm just gonna go for 1 move, cannot catch the move. Pretty nice, but my opponent does the perfect play here and farms like undercharges, which gonna basically win him the game. Really nice play there. If he didn't do that, I would have won this game. But this is gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this showcase. If you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate it, as I'm completely tired. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of the day. You should definitely invest in this thing. I really enjoyed this. I think it has a lot of play. So, good night.